showing their appreciation for what they hope they're about to see here. Perry Ballard, of course, they fought once before. It's over. Here comes the champion, Perry Ballard, stepping into the ring as the fans show their appreciation for what they hope they're about to see here. Perry Ballard, of course, they fought once before. This is the sixth fight. Each of these guys was in the ring was against each other. It'll be interesting to see how this one matches up.
Yes, he's a three-time WBE world champion, Perry Ballard.
And the last time they fought, Ballard won a fourth round TKO. But this time it might be a little different. You never know what both guys can do when they go back to the gym, study tapes, and come back new and improved. This is going to be a new day for both fighters. Let's see which way it goes tonight.
Yes.
Well, folks, the wait's over. Let's go up to ring announcer Disco Ballard and Jones and get the particulars on this particular fight.
Boxing Unlimited Promotions and Line X of Winchester in association with Betty's Cakes and Confections, Holiday Inn Express of Falling Waters, and Al's Body Shop of Martinsburg. Collision and Repair Specialist proudly presents our featured bout of the evening. And so, from inside the intimate atmosphere here at the Berkeley 2000 Rec Center, here in Martinsburg, West Virginia, as sanctioned by the West Virginia State Athletic Commission Chairman Steve Allred, Chief Deputy Dave Ashley. We now come to the main event of the evening and the moment of truth. Martinsburg, are you ready to do this? The next step to this, 8 rounds of world-class boxing in the junior middleweight division. And when the bell rings, the man giving the instructions after introductions, referee Paul Thornton. Introducing the principals. First, fighting out the red corner. He's wearing a solid black trunks. He weighed in at age long and strong, 152 pounds. A veteran of 52 professional fights against world-class contenders John Paul Mendy, Aaron Mitchell, world champion Randall Bailey, and the contender Jimmy Lang. And he comes to us from Columbia, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he says you will hear his bark and feel his bite. Please welcome the Scrapyard Dawg, Travis Clybourn. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner. He's wearing the majestic silver and blue trunks. He weighed in at a fit fighting and ready, 153 pounds. His outstanding world-class professional record, 19 big victories, only 1 loss with 15 big knockouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the 3-time reigning and defending WBE world champion in the junior middleweight division. Please welcome Martinsburg home, Perry Ballard. Paul Thornton with the final instructions.
Okay, the wait is over.
That's
The
right.
wait-
That's right.
The Scrapyard Dawg said you will feel his bite and
Junior middleweight division.
So, folks, this is going to be an interesting 8-round encounter between these two guys. They fought once before, and they're getting ready to do it again right here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. And there's the bell for round 1.
And there it is again, another lefty against a righty.
So this completes the whole night. Each fight tonight has been a lefty against a righty. So that might be a record in and of itself here. Oh! Tremendous shot on the part of Paul Perry, and he's got the Scrapyard Dawg maybe in trouble right off the jump here. Well, that was an opening bell punch on the part of Ballard that really got the Scrapyard Dawg's attention.
Oh, good 3-piece combination by the Scrapyard Dawg, but Perry Ballard come back with a good right hand.
And you talked earlier about the smaller guy having to get inside. We're certainly seeing Perry Ballard do that quite well early in this fight. get underneath the long reach of Clybourn here.
Yes, he have to get inside. That's the only way. He's a shorter man. He have to get inside. If he don't get inside, Scrapyard Dawg is going to keep him outside like this all night.
Clyburn's obviously the taller and rangier fighter, and you would expect to see him try to use his jab to try to keep Ballard off balance somewhat, but Ballard is using his punches inside and lay some heavy lever on Clybourn early in this fight.
And I see Ballard, he's doing a lot of blinking, so I don't know if Clybourn caught him with a Scrapyard Dawg caught him with a good jab, but he's doing a lot of blinking.
Fans here trying to root Ballard on here as he's trying to bob and weave and look for some openings.
Yes, he had to be careful because he's going in the inside, but he's not punching.
Oh, pretty good uppercut on the part of Clybourn there on the inside. And so he's starting to clear the cobwebs out from the shot he took earlier in the round. We've got about a minute and a half to go now in round 1. Scheduled for 8.
Yes, he is, and Perry has him against the ropes. Both guys are working.
And you would figure that Clybourn would not want to stay there very long, and he just caught a shotgun jab from Ballard.
Ballard is coming in with good defense behind the hands up high. He's letting Scrapyard Dawg outwork himself. Now he's going to punch in, like I said, catch him. And that's what he's doing. He's letting Scrapyard Dawg outwork himself, and then he catch him with a great 1-2. Bing, bing.
Clybourn is trying to use that jab to keep Ballard at bay, but Ballard sometimes is punching and working right through the jab of Clybourn. He's got to put more authority on that shot if he expects Ballard to give it some more consideration.
Yes, he did, and Ballard caught him with a great jab, a sneaky jab. Good body shot, but Ballard is still coming in. There he is. This is where Ballard has to work at. And inside, that's where he does his best work at. He's a great inside worker right there.
So he's getting in there and he's working the body, trying to work his way up to the head of Clybourn. Just missed with one shot there. As this first round starts to come to a conclusion there, Ballard certainly got off to a great start, and he's trying to impress the judges now. 10 seconds ago, trying to steal around at the end as well. So very wise moving apart as both guys throw blows after the bell. I'm not sure if they may have had a clash of heads.
Well, it don't count. It was after the round, so both guys are all right. I think we'll see a good second round here.
The referee is checking both guys. I don't see any damage on the part of Ballard, but he's still dabbing at that left eye, and so is Clybourn. But hopefully both guys are okay. The corner will have 1 minute to try to get him back in shape and get him back out there for round 2.
Yes, both guys are winking in the corner, so this is going to be a very interesting round, the second round, because both guys are winking. I think both guys might have got hit with a good punch and a headbutt, so both guys has come out the second round with the same.
Corner, what do you tell each guy now before they come out for round 2, given what you've seen in the first round?
Well, given what I've seen in the first round is that Scrapyard Dawg is a long, the rangier fighter. We have to keep Perry Ballard on the outside. And Perry Ballard is doing a great job of getting in the inside. But when he get in the inside, he has to let his hands go. He can't just get in the inside without punching. And we notice every time he get in the inside, he catch the Scrapyard Dawg. And it seemed like he hurt him.
Well, he certainly got off to a great start, landing that first telling blow seconds into the opening round. Let's see how it starts round 2, folks. Round 2 coming up. And there's the bell between Perry Ballard in the blue trunks trimmed in silver with Travis Clybourn in the black trunks. This fight is taking place in front of a very good crowd here at the Berkeley 2000 Rec Center here in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Good jab by Scrapyard Dawg, but Perry Ballard is doing exactly what I want him to see. I want to see him stalk this tall kid, get in the inside, make him back up, make him work.
Do you have the psychological advantage if you're Ballard? You know you got a TKO victory against this guy earlier in the year. Does that weigh into this fight at all coming into this fight?
Yes, it do, because you know if you stop them once, you can stop them again.
So Ballard looking now to try to figure out what he can do to get inside the reach. Oh, it's both guys throw hard shots and both guys miss.
Good jab by Perry Ballard, but that's what I'm saying. He's throwing a good jab, but I want to see him throw a straight right hand behind his good jab. He's backing Scrapyard Dawg up, but he only throwing 1 punch. I want to see him throw 2 punches. See, there it is again, another good jab, but he needs to throw 1 and 2.
So one thing we are seeing Ballard do, he's starting to get that jab off. It's almost a shotgun jab. Oh, a low blow on the part. The low blow on the part, and referee Paul Thornton now is trying to give Ballard some time to see if they're going to let the action continue. Accidental low blow thrown on the part of Clybourn as the action continues.
Oh, good jab on Perry Ballard.
Ballard's trying to throw some home run shots now.
Yes, he is. He started off with a good shot, jumping jab, good hard jab, and he's catching a Scrapyard Dawg. Oh, good left hand by Scrapyard Dawg.
Straight down the pipe. Now Clybourn trying to get off his big shots now. So this action is starting to heat up here in the second round. Both guys now trying to set traps for one another, it seems like, looking to see if they can get some openings that way.
Yes, they are. Both guys are doing a great time, but there's Perry with one punch, and Scrapyard Dawg is throw one punch. If Perry throw a good one too, we might see Scrapyard Dawg down here.
Now Clyburn's trying to get some combinations off himself. That's an interesting shotgun jab that Ballard throws there as he steps into that shot with his right jab.
Well, with his left jab, it's a good left jab. He's catching Scrapyard Dawg, but Scrapyard Dawg came back. And good uppercut.
We've got about 30 seconds to go now in this second round. Hard shots now being landed by Ballard.
Oh, and I hit a corner, Sam. Give him some of that mess, so we should see Scrapyard Dawg coming back now.
Second round coming to a close here. And this round has really been dominated by that right jab of Ballard for the most part. He's certainly got that shot off several times in this fight, repeatedly.
Yes, it has. Both guys showing great sportsmanship. And where's Scrapyard Dawg? He's going to the wrong corner.
He may have gotten his...
Scrapyard Dawg, he went to the wrong corner. We know that Perry Ballard, it was a great show.
And his partner, a gentleman who will be a first ballot Hall of Famer when his fighting days are over with. Three-time world champion Mark Too Sharp Johnson. Also in the house tonight we have a young fighter being managed by Too Sharp Johnson. His record now 7-1, lightweight Ronald Teflon Boy.
Well, as we have this break here, it looked like Clybourn may have been in some difficulty at the end of that second round. If you're Ballard, do you jump on him now? Is this third round comes to a start?
No, because Perry Ballard is he's still hitting with a good jab, but I like to see him throw a 1-2. Oh! The old ropey dope. Act like you're gonna touch his gloves and hit him. That's why they tell you protect yourself at all times.
So Ballard now really stepping up the pressure now. He got Clybourn in 4 in his first fight. He's trying to close the show even quicker now in this rematch as he's landing hard shots now with mean intentions.
Oh, and now I see the Perry Ballard, now I see the WBE three-time world champion coming out.
We're just 30 seconds into this third round, and he's already caught Clybourn with some hard shots.
There it is again. Perry seems to have his number with that great jab. There it is. He has a funny little jumping jab.
He's jumping with it and stepping with it, but it's certainly
doing everything with the jab.
It's landing the mark, and it's certainly getting Clyburn's contention.
You heard that song say, walk it out. He's even walking it out with the jab.
Clybourn doesn't seem to have an answer for it at this point, but he is still in the fight. He's still trying to close the distance.
Oh, there it is again. Great jab.
But he's eating a lot of shots from Ballard.
You know, I want to say Larry Holmes had the best jab in the business, but this jab I'm seeing tonight from Perry Ballard, has to be to come down in the top 10.
He's putting a lot of mustard on that shot.
There it is again, all night long.
And Clybourn just can't seem to get out of the way of it. And now he's carrying his glove very low, almost down by his knees, as he tries to get off his own jab.
Oh.
Both guys miss home run shots there. We've got about a minute and a half to go now in this third round.
I think this is you hit me and I hit you. Both guys are seeing hit each other with a jab.
It almost seems like both guys are headhunting somewhat. We haven't seen a lot of body work except for the unfortunate and accidental low blow that was once thrown. You think either guy would do well to go down the stairs some in this fight?
Yes, I think both guys would do great going downstairs. But you see what Perry Ballard's beating him with just that one punch. The first punch you use in boxing is a jab. Perry Ballard is beating him with a great jab. Perry Ballard right now today, he has the best jab in the business.
And you got to wonder if that jab is doing everything it's doing to Clybourn, what would you if you were Clybourn, how would you nullify it or get around it?
Well, I try to out jab him. I'm the tall, I'm the bigger man.
Oh! Solid shot landed on the part. I think Ballard got the better of that exchange, but both guys may have landed good shots there in that last exchange. It almost seems like Ballard's just a little bit quicker than Clybourn. He's timing him and catching him and counting him very well in these inside shots.
He's looking too sharp in there.
There's only one too sharp in my book.
Well, I mean, you know, that's not to be saying, but he's looking very sharp.
Very sharp indeed.
I must say that.
And coming from too sharp, that's a heck of a compliment. Whoa! And I'm not sure what happened there. I was kind of obscured by the referee.
Well, I think both guys punching, both guys got a leg tie up, and it was a hard takedown.
Well, I really didn't catch to see how that whole thing turned out, but they did go down very hard.
Wow. MMA is July 13th.
Well, I'm not. Well, Mark,
They're both all right.
I couldn't really make out just exactly how that whole thing turned out, but I certainly heard the crash and saw both guys on the canvas. Hopefully, whatever it was, they were able to sort it out. I'm looking at Ballard. It looks like he said he hurt his shoulder when he went down, and it looked like maybe Clybourn may have hurt his leg, so both guys might have to deal with some adversity going into this fourth round.
And maybe that's why we see Ballard with just a good jab. Maybe that's why he's not throwing the right hand behind it, because he said he hurt his shoulder.
He may have hurt his shoulder there.
But he's beating him with one hand. I mean, I like to see him just work the jab a little more if that's what he's beating him with.
Well, this might be gut check time, and you know many times in your career you've had to deal with adversity and injuries to continue to fight. Let's see if both guys can reach down deep now going to this fourth round to continue this action here in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
This is where you get gut check. This will separate the boys from the men. And we'll see how Ballard come out knowing that he hurt his shoulder. I think he might want to get this fight over with.
Well, he stopped him in the fourth round in the first fight. Let's see what he can do now as we go back to round 4 again. And also it's going to be interesting to see how much use Ballard makes of that right hand.
Right. Ballard was pointing to his shoulder, but I think he's all right now. But Ballard is beating him with a good jab. If he could throw two or three jabs. And he said, that's what he said, he hurt his arm.
He hurt his arm from the first round, he said. So that's why we're seeing mostly the left hand work from Ballard. So he's fighting through adversity now at this point, and that fall probably didn't hurt Matters any. If he already had the arm damaged, that fall probably didn't help Matters at all.
No, it didn't, but as I can see right now, he's showing a will. He's still popping a good jab, even though his right hand is hurt.
So many times when you're commentating a fight, you might see a fighter kind of stop using one shot or the other. You don't know if the fighter's hurt his hand, hurt his shoulder. You don't know what may have happened in this particular instance, because Ballard came over to us and said, I hurt my right shoulder. We kind of know something now. And so now that we see him almost exclusively using that left hand, we kind of have an insight as to know why we're seeing him fight this way. Let's see if he can win this fight literally with one hand the rest of the way.
Yes, but the thing is that, you don't let he got hit with a good up, but you don't
And he's literally just throwing the left hand.
And that's what we say. He's just throwing all left hands. He's not even throwing the right. At that time, he almost knocked himself out.
Well, he's showing a lot of determination here to try to get that shot off. It's going to be interesting to see if the Clybourn camp picks up on the fact that right hand's not being used too much, and see if they can capitalize on that. But right now, he's basically got a guy in front of him that's basically working with just the left hand and doing quite well doing it.
Yes, he is. He's beating him. He's out jabbing him. He's backing back with the jab. He's countering with the jab. And I don't even think the corner even going to know it, because he's working so good with the jab.
We've got about a minute and a half to go now in this fourth round. This is the round that Ballard got the TKO victory in the last time out. But I'm sure in that last fight, he wasn't dealing with the type of adversity that he's dealing with here tonight. So this is really going to be a gut check time for him to try to work through this adversity to get this victory.
Even if he can try to throw the right hand just a little bit, I think he kind of hurt. I think he hurt Scrap Dawg, because he's tricking him. Scrap Dawg is just looking for the left hand now. If he just throw a little right hand, if he can, he hurt him.
Well, sometimes, and as I'm sure you well know, depending on the pain that he's going through, maybe in a round or two he'll be able to get off some right hands. But right now, you would think if he could throw it, he would. But right now, when I see anything from him except for that left hand, and it must be as a result of the pain he's in right now on that right shoulder.
Right, and I can see right now the Scrapyard Dawg is trying to step it up a little bit, but Ballard did what you're supposed to do when a guy gets you on, you tie him up.
Oh, big left hand. Oh, tremendous body shot. And he's now trying to close the show with the big left hand.
The body shot really hurt him.
Oh! And Ballard's wondering what's making the referee let the fight continue. He thought he had the Scrapyard Dawg down.
He thought he had the Scrapyard Dawg down, but the Scrapyard Dawg wasn't down.
And
but it was a good body shot. And he still walked. Oh, yeah.
And there it is again. Tremendous crushing body shots on the part of Ballard.
Yes, it is.
So that's the strategy Ballard's trying to use now to close this show.
Oh.
Wow, give it up for him. Yeah.
That was an explosive fourth round on part of Ballard. He almost knocked this guy out with one punch with just throwing tremendous shots to the body and the head with one shot.
Perry Ballard is showing exceptionally good heart tonight. He's working, even though his right hand is messed up. He's trying to throw that left hand any way he can. He line up on the right side and throw it. He'll back up and throw it like a baseball. I mean, and he hit him with a great body shot. I want to know what's keeping this guy Scrap Dawg up.
The Scrap Dawg,
I want to know what's keeping the Scrap Dawg up.
He's earned that name because he almost went down, but something made him get back up again before his glove touched the canvas. And the referee, Paul Thornton, had to let it continue. We'll have to see now how this fifth round plays out. We've got a guy that's fighting the fight with literally with one arm. Let's see how it plays out.
Perry Ballard went to the referee and said, hey, he's down.
He thought he had him
down.
Paul Thornton saw it another way.
But what I seen from when he hit him to the body, he had to walk it out.
Well, again, we're dealing with a 50-fight veteran here, but Perry Ballard's going to have to really put his foot on the accelerator now and go back to that effective body work.
Perry Ballard's going to jump right on it right now. Go right now. Go with it. Yes.
And now let's see if he can close the show. And I don't know if the Clybourn camp has figured out that there might be an issue with the right hand. They haven't seen it in about 2 rounds now. They probably haven't really made the adjustment that you would think they would make to say, hey, you know, make some adjustments here. We've got a guy that's not using his right hand. We can do some certain things with that.
Yes. Oh, good jab by Perry Ballard. Good jab. And he's talking to him now. Oh, Perry Ballard came out with no mouthpiece. Okay. And I wondered, did they just get mixed up by being so busy in the corner? Sometimes that happen, the corner kind of get mixed up.
Sure.
And you don't think about it until you get hit. Yo, ref, I don't have
no mouthpiece. Well, the referee was able to find a point in the action and stop it and get the mouthpiece back in now as the action continues. We've got about 2 minutes to go now in round 5. We're scheduled for 8 here. And of course, that body work was very effective for Perry Ballard earlier. You would think he'd want to go back. And I'm hearing some people in the crowd talking about throwing the right hand, and he just threw it, and you saw him grimace in pain from throwing that shot.
He put him with a good jab. This jab is doing the business tonight.
So we talked about him perhaps trying to throw it later on, and he threw it just now just to see what was there, and apparently nothing was there from that right side. So he's still fighting this fight literally with one arm.
Yes, he is, and doing a great job at it.
And, champ, you know what guts and courage it takes to go into the ring with both hands. You can just imagine fighting 4 or 5 rounds in the ring with just one arm working for you. It's got to show a lot of tremendous intentional fortitude on the part of Perry Ballard.
Yes, and Perry Ballard hit with a good left hand. Right in the eye. It kind of hurt Scrapyard Dawg. There is another good jab and another.
Ballard now starting to, Cyclone starting to throw that straight left hand down the pike, looking for some shots of his own. There it is again. So he's starting to get his shots off more now. This action is starting to heat up.
But Perry Ballard, there it is another jab, beating him to the
Oh!
Oh, good 1-2.
A big pounding shot on the part of Travis Clybourn. And he's now starting to try to time and shoot his straight left hand.
Yes, he is.
His straight left hand as Ballard throws his big shots. So both guys still trying to set traps for one another.
Yes, they are.
We've got about 30 seconds to go now in this 5th round.
Oh, good left. He kind of caught Perry Ballard, but Perry Ballard's back to the jab, pumping and moving again. Oh, there it is again.
And something that is beginning to see some subtle changes now because we're starting to see more offense from Clybourn now.
Exactly.
And that's going to make this thing heat up very, very much. So if he starts to pick up his output.
I seen what he did there. He just hit Perry Ballard with a good body shot, but Perry Ballard did what a veteran do, ties you up, heard the 10-second bell, and next thing you know, the bell is about to ring. There it is again. Perry Ballard is on the win all night.
Well, that's the end of the 5th round, folks, and it looks like Clybourn walks back to his corner very slowly. Not sure if some of the steam has been taken out of him, but he's still got 3 rounds to go. And if he's dealing with some adversity, we also have Perry Ballard dealing with that shoulder, which they're applying ice to it and trying to see if they can work it out. I'm surprised that the Clybourn corner hasn't at least had one guy in the corner make some observations to try to see what sorts of things are going on in between rounds. Sometimes that can be an indicator as to what might be happening to a fighter, and you can capitalize on it as the rounds continue. But I don't really think they realize that this guy's only fighting with one arm so far.
Well, well, you know, Perry Ballard is beating him inside, outside with a jab, counter with a jab, hooking to the body, hooking upstairs. So therefore, they're not seeing it.
He's doing such an effective job with just the one hand that he's throwing.
Yes, he is.
Perhaps the other camp hasn't really realized the fact that they haven't seen the right hand that much.
Exactly, and he's outworking them.
We're getting ready to go into the 5th round. We're getting ready to go into the 6th round.
Oh, they're moving fast for us, but I'm quite sure for them they're not.
And there's the bell for the 6th round as Ballard goes back to the body.
Ballard hit him with a good body shot, but he got caught with a left uppercut, right hook.
And it just seemed like that Clybourn is trying to get his shots off more and more as each rounds are going on. And when you're a veteran like Clybourn, a guy that's been in the ring for over 50 fights, you're going to probably pick up steam as the rounds go on. So maybe we'll start to see more output, more offense from Clybourn now that we're in the 6th round.
Well, right now he's behind the 8 ball. You know, it's no more trying to work the rounds. If you're going to go for the victory, he had to knock Perry Ballard out. Right now, he's behind the 8 ball. Bottom line, he's behind the 8 ball. Perry Ballard is out boxing him. He's out jabbing him. He's beating him with the one arm. There it is again. Watch the left hook. Here it is. There it is.
So he's looking for an uppercut there, but there's the left hand coming back from Clybourn now, and that's the difference. We really didn't see a lot coming back from Clybourn earlier, but now he's starting to shoot shots with mean intentions in retaliation.
I think Perry Ballard that was saying that was the 5th low blow. And there it is, another good left hook. Perry Ballard again.
In the corner from Clybourn is trying to get their fighter to go downstairs to the body more.
Yes, they're trying to get him to pick up the speed, but Perry Ballard is beating him with a good jab. There it is again, 2 and 3 jab. Another jab.
And this is probably going to go into the record books. This fight continues this way.
Okay.
Because we're seeing a guy literally winning these rounds with one arm. And he's using it in several combinations. The shotgun jab, the hook to the body, the hook to the head. It's really textbook work with just one arm that we're seeing here so far.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We've got about a minute and a half to go now in round 6. We're scheduled for 8. Oh, another low blow. And Paul Thornton now has called time to try to give Perry Ballard an opportunity to gather himself.
And the referee has warned the Scrapyard Dawg to keep his punches up.
So he actually has up to 5 minutes to recover if necessary, and we'll see how much of that time he uses. The referee, Paul Thornton, gave Clybourn a good warning that he's got to keep the shots up, so we'll see how this
Well, you know, it was kind of funny. That whole scenario was kind of funny because the referee didn't say he had 5. He told the referee to hold up.
Give me more time. Well, he obviously knows the rules very well.
Yes, he
knows
do.
how much time he has.
Yes.
I think they're going to allow the action
Oh, we
to
back in.
continue
We
now.
back rolling.
So time back in now.
And that rest might have helped Perry Ballard. I think he want to get this guy out of here now. He don't want to deal with the low blows anymore, any of that.
So that's some of the adversity that he's having to deal with now. In addition to having the injured shoulder, he's now caught several low blows. And it looks like that's fired him up now as he's starting to unleash some big shots to the head of Clybourn.
There it is. He's hitting Clybourn with a good jab, a good left hook. And if he's standing right in front of him, look. Wait for Clybourn punch, that beat him to the punch. There it is.
Clybourn now trying to get his jab off as well here. Oh! Big left hook on the inside there. Timed very well by Ballard. And, there's some shots now coming back from Clybourn as this 6th round comes to a conclusion. We've got 2 more rounds to go here, champ. This one's going to get heated up here as we go down the stretch. I'm not sure what happened there, if the feet got tangled up.
They're getting a little clumsy right now, so, you know, that's the thing that happen. They're getting a little clumsy.
Okay, well, that's the bell for round 6. And Clybourn goes back to his corner very slowly.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This is a song that might get him pumped up in the corner. Fergie Ferg. But I think Perry Ballard is doing a great job with the jab. He's doing a great job. He's beating him with a good left hand. We see from the corner right here that his shoulder's messed up. He's beating Scrapyard Dawg with one hand, and been doing it for maybe the last 4 or 5 rounds, easy.
And he tried to throw that right hand a few rounds ago. We saw him grimace in pain when he did it. And obviously, that right hand is not going to be a weapon that he's going to be able to use tonight. He's going to have to go through the rest of this fight with just that left hand.
Yes, he got up early. I think he's ready. I think he wanted this knockout tonight. I think he wanted this knockout again.
Here we are. We're starting the 7th round of this scheduled 8th rounder. Perry Ballard going up against Travis Clybourn, and he's had some good success when he's thrown that hard left hand to the body and come up to the head. Let's see if he uses that combination here in this 7th round.
Both guys, oh, good jab by Perry Ballard.
Clybourn now trying to tuck his defense in now.
Yes,
he's got his chin tucked in and his gloves up tighter as he now is starting to get into those later rounds. I'm sure as a 50-fight veteran, he's used to seeing.
Yes, he is, but he letting Perry Ballard box him, trick him. Perry Ballard, this is a great fight for him tonight. He's doing anything he want to do. He's working on great jabs. There it is. Now the uppercut and the hook. Perry Ballard's doing a wonderful job tonight.
And now he's starting to unleash some big shots with that left hook. But Clybourn covered up well and weathered the storm, and now they're back into the ring center.
And Perry Ballard did exactly what you're supposed to do. You have like a guy on the rope. The guy not coming off, he back up and regroup, reset again.
There's that straight left hand from Clybourn. He's been trying to set that shot up for most of the night. And now we're starting to see some antics from Clybourn now.
I told you that sound Fergie Ferg.
And Ballard says, okay, I see that, but now here I come back with my shots.
Uh-oh.
So both guys going into the bottom of the playbook now.
Both guys trying to get on a good foot.
We've got about a minute and a half now to go in this 7th round.
Good jab by Perry Ballard. Oh, never good jab, never good jab. Oh.
There's that hard body shot.
Yes, it is. Oh, he tripped him that time.
And both guys now trying to time one another. It looks like the big left hand of Clybourn against the big left hook of Ballard.
Yes, it is.
We've got about a minute to go now in this 7th round.
Perry Ballard is working good. Oh, good body shot. There it is again.
Followed by a hook. And that may have gotten Clybourn's attention a little bit. Oh! Tremendous body shot. And
Good
down
body
goes
shot.
Clybourn.
Body shot went down. I think he says good night.
We'll see if he makes the count. The Scrapyard Dawg has scrapped himself back to his feet.
The Scrapyard Dawg is up. Perry
Let's see
Ballard
what
need to jump right
now.
on.
He's got about 30 seconds to try to close the show. You figure that body work would probably do it. And now the fans are trying to root Ballard on.
Oh, good jab.
Oh! There's a big shot coming back from Clybourn.
Good body shot by Clybourn.
So the Scrapyard Dawg scrapped back very well there in the end of that round.
But it might be a little too late.
Too little, too late.
Perry Ballard is really feeling it. Look at him. He's excited. He's beating this guy with one hand. He's doing great.
And I'm looking at the body language of Clybourn right now. He clearly looks like a guy that's gone through 7 tough rounds. And it's going to be interesting to see how much gas he has left in the tank as he comes out for round 8. And
Yes.
in contrast, we've got Perry Ballard, a guy that's dealt with the adversity of some low blows and a bad shoulder through most of the fight. And he's standing for the 8th and final round. What a sight job that's got to be to the opponent.
And a unanimous decision. Perry Ballard's doing a great job. He's out jabbing him. He's out boxing him. He's beating him with one hand. Whenever he gets tired, he leans over, hit the Scrapyard Dawg with that hard body shot. And we see every time he hit him with that body shot, it hurts him.
If you're Perry Ballard at this point, do you try to go for the knockout in the 8th round, or do you know you have this one in the bank and you play it safe?
Well, you know you already have it in the bank, but you still have to keep your hands up. You still have to fight because you play it safe. Sometimes you get caught.
Well, let's see which posture he uses now going into this final round.
This is the 8th and final round.
So this is it, folks. It's put up or shut up time now for both fighters. Let's see if let's see how this plays out. Does it look like Clybourn may have gone a little south of the border once again?
Both guys doing a little bit of the rope-a-dope. They posing. Both guys look like they're taking a picture.
They're fighting on the inside. Either guy could have had an opportunity to throw a shot, but neither guy did, at least in that last exchange.
Oh, there it is again, Perry Ballard.
Oh!
Whenever Perry Ballard throw that good hard left shot to the body, it hurts Scrap Dawg. If he go back with it again, if he throw that shot 8 times, it hurts Scrapyard Dawg 8 times.
It definitely is a shot that's had a lot of impact throughout this fight. And Clybourn has not had an answer for that big left hand to the body. But he's carrying his guard now, maybe to protect the body shot at this point, which gives up the headshots, perhaps.
Yes, it did.
We've got about 2 minutes to go now in this 8th and final round.
Oh, there is that good body shot. Oh, there it is again. Oh.
Clybourn trying to stay in the center of the ring. And now Ballard's trying to throw the right hand. Again, it looked like it hurt tremendously for him to even throw that shot.
Yes, it did.
But it's probably a good thing for him to do, just to give Clybourn something else to worry about.
Well, he don't have to do it because he's throwing a great jab right there.
And he threw it again. And you almost get the sense that if he could have thrown that right hand, perhaps this fight may have been over a lot sooner.
Yes, I think it would. If Perry Ballard would have been able to throw the right hand, this fight we wouldn't be going into the 8th and final round.
Oh!
You see what the good left hooks are doing right there. And the good jab. Look at the jab. Great jab.
The way Ballard throws that left hand to the body, I'm surprised Clybourn is still up on his feet.
I'm surprised the Scrapyard Dawg doesn't have so right broken ribs.
We've got about a minute to go now in this 8th and final round. We're coming down the stretch between these two guys. They've given it their all for eight rounds. And they're showing the signs that they are in an 8th round, particularly Clybourn at this point.
Yes, he is. The crowd is saying the sweet spot is on the body, and I think every time Perry hits him to the body, it hurts him.
There it is again. And he's going downstairs now. We've got about 30 seconds to go. Good body shot on the part of Clybourn coming back.
Trying to throw a right hand.
He threw the right hand again.
But it looked like it hurt him.
It did hurt. Good body shot on the part of Clybourn. Clybourn now going to the body himself. Probably too little too late now.
Yes, it is. He's behind
as this
the
round is starting to come to a conclusion.
And Perry Ballard is still the champ.
Now both guys trying to heat it up. So it's going to go into the decision, folks. Let's go to the judges to see who won.
Perry Ballard won, but he doesn't know everybody know that. He could have done a better job with his right shoulder.
Damage to that right shoulder.
Yes, he did.
Clybourn showing good sportsmanship. These two guys have fought twice now, and both guys, I'm sure, are glad this one's over.
Yes, they are. I think Perry Ballard won an easy, unanimous decision, even though he hurt his right hand. Perry Ballard was in control throughout the whole fight. Whenever he threw the left hand to the body, he hurt him.
And both fighters now going around the ring, giving respect and props to each other.
Yes.
While we're waiting for the official scorecards, we'd like to say Happy Father's Day to everybody that it pertains to. Happy Father's Day.
Well, folks, while we wait for the formal decision, let me take this opportunity to once again thank our sponsors for helping to preside over this occasion tonight. We've got the Lennox of Winchester, spray-on truck bed liners. What kind of protection do you have in your bed? We also have Betty's Cakes and Confections, and we also have the Holiday Inn Express from Falling Waters, West Virginia, and of course, Al's Body Shop from Martinsburg, West Virginia. These folks combined to help put this great spring countdown. And I think this was a good way to end up this spring with a good action-packed fight here. They went 8 rounds, and I think we have the decision right now. So let's go up to the ring announcer, Disc Bout and Jones, to find out who won this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time tonight, we go to the West Virginia State Athletic Commission scorecards. Scoring reads as follows. Judge Hayes and Judge Guerrera both scored it the same, 79 to 72. Judge Frio scored it 80 to 71, all to the winner by unanimous decision.
I think Perry Ballard put on a great show tonight. He deserved this decision.
Clybourn as well. We'll see all of you back here shortly.
We're going to try to go up into the ring